Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your energy check reading. We're gonna start your reading with a funny story. So, I did two previous readings so far, both water signs, Cancer and Pisces. In the Pisces reading, you got mentioned. In the Cancer reading, the Pisces got mentioned. And somehow, I feel like you are all connected. It felt like starting with the water sign and then switching to air. These were like the two water signs that were still left for the energy check readings. And for the air, you. Somehow, I think these three readings are all connected. And then, when choosing your deck to start the reading, it hit me. So, this is the Healing Waters, Aquarius. You are the water bearer. But you are also in tarot, you are represented by the 17, the star card. And you have the power of healing. So, you have the Healing Waters. And somehow, in my mind, Aquarius, you are connected to water although you are a water sign. And we're starting, I wanted to put aside the decks I used, for example, in the Pisces reading, which were connected, okay, with the ocean, the cosmic ocean in here. But then I was like, no, I still feel like the water in here. And then I just realized Aquarius, water, the water bearer. Let's see, Aquarius, what is your energy saying right now? I don't know what connection you have with these water signs, or maybe it's just the connection to the healing element of water. And in the Pisces reading, Chiron appeared with healing, and then you, Aquarius, so it was the wounded healer and the healing waters of Aquarius. Maybe you are a wounded healer that now pours the healing waters for someone else, Aquarius. I had a class this weekend. Okay, let's go there. So, and this gentleman was saying how each therapist is basically a wounded healer. Because in order for a therapist to work with wounded people, he has to acknowledge and work with his wound. And working with a patient means working with your wound as well. You're not working only with the wound of your patient. Okay, Aquas, let's see. I feel like you're a wounded healer that now it's a water bearer of healing waters for other people too. But let's see with this energy of yours. One card for Aquas. Something in regards to the healing energy, the healing waters, the wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care. Take a breath. Okay, you are healing other people. I feel like in a way or another, you don't have to be a therapist, Aquarius. Although I feel like this would be a profession very suitable for you, Aquas, and your healing abilities and capacities. But all this healing you're doing towards others left you in a state where you need to pay much attention to your body, to take care of your body. Take a breath, start with that. A deep breath, a meditation maybe. But then I feel like the need for some drastic care actions, like a massage. What are you thirsty for? So you are thirsty. You feel the need of the water. Maybe you, like the water bearer, maybe you poured too much water, too much healing towards others. Okay, so I wanna the attunement card. I've seen it earlier, but I was not sure whether it was that card or one that popped. This wellspring. So you are a wellspring. Okay, let's see this attunement for you, Aquas. I call upon the sacred healing waters of the earth. Okay. I call upon the sacred healing waters within me. I call upon the sacred healing waters around me, waters of the air and sky. Please guide me to hear the wisdom what is unseen? Let what is unseen, something like to be revealed to you and act as mirrors for the deep wisdom within. This is something that it's not 100% what it's written in there. What I did with. So connect, once again, I want to see. So call upon the sacred healing waters of the earth. The sacred healing waters inside of you, within you, and the sacred healing waters around you. The Rastafari have this saying. I mentioned it in one of the previous readings. God is in me, God is in you, and God is between us. This is how I received the wisdom, the teaching. And I said, yeah, and all around us too. So all around you too. Within and all around you. Okay, Aquas, let's see another healing water card for you. So you, as a wellspring of healing for the environment where you are in right now, need a break right now. Yeah, like even the theme, the subject of the readings somehow are all connected for today. Because I said it in the previous one, I didn't take into account the day, the energy of the sun, or something like that. Nothing. I just went. So let's see first these two ones, and these two ones stay hidden for the time being. What is revealed? The deep wisdom is to ride the waves, life lessons and growth. You will get through this. Bunches, generously given, relationships and coming together. So this is what you did. You did ride the waves. You did embrace all the life lessons. So once you did that, this growth process ignited, got initiated for you. And you might feel like, so I was expecting a surfer in here, but actually it's a dancer. So what you stirred up when embracing these life lessons might have needed the surfer archetype in you, but you are a dancer. So instead of surfing and riding these waves as a surfer, you decided to do it all in your own way. To generously give to all these relationships coming towards you, and what you managed to achieve was this coming together, this bunches coming together. And let's see what is unseen. So this is the seen and the unseen, the ripple effect, part of something bigger. So you are part of something bigger. King tide. Okay, so you're not a surfer, you're not a dancer. This is just a temporary archetype that you are embracing, because the final destination for you is the archetype of the king tide. Plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. And once you receive this fullness of life, you can give freely. But I feel like until you receive the fullness of life, there's one final lesson, the ripple effect. And this final lesson has a connection to the final reveal, part of something bigger, of you understanding this something bigger that you are a part of, but the details are being taken care of. So you do not have to worry about the details. The king type, plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. You're not in a bad position where you are right now. You just need a rest. Out of the 3 readings that I did, yours seems the most balanced, the most advanced in the journey. For the other ones, powerful as well, but a lot of integration, acceptance, understanding. For this one, this feels like a final lesson. And the final lesson feels like a reveal, Aqua. Let's go to the deck that I wanted to put aside, the Whispers of the Ocean. Let's see, what does the ocean whisper for you? Are you pouring your waters into this ocean, or is this ocean by the water evaporation feeding your waters? Or is it a two-way street? Both you and the ocean influencing one another, Aquas. Let's see. Let's see, what does the ocean have to say for Aquas? I want to check this card. Look beyond the surface. So this is the surface, this is the beyond the surface. On the surface, a surfer, which is actually a dancer. Beyond the surface, the divine plan. I don't feel like saying the matrix. Revelation. So actually, apocalypsis in Greek doesn't mean end. It means revelation. So apocalypsis is the final revelation. Connect to source for the final revelation. So the source shares this inspiration. It's a shared inspiration between you and the source. For the final revelation in here, this ripple effect card, go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. Mr. King Tide Aquarius. Doesn't mean so. This is the feminine surfer dancer. This is the masculine. Is it that this shift that the cards are talking about, Aquas, is it from the feminine, passive nature to the masculine, active nature? Being active and masculine towards this. Okay, I'm getting it, Aquas. What do you have to learn? So you have this bountiful, you are this bountiful wellspring of healing for others. But because you have not reached the final revelation, you still get consumed. Your resources get consumed. Once you go through this final revelation, your resources will never end. Plenty, prosperity, because you're going to receive the fullness of life. And once you connect to the fullness of life, you can never lack anything else ever again. Aquas, let's see next for you. Let's do some tarot. This Queen of Cups, she just pops here. So this feminine, this watery feminine, she was just there when I took the deck. She slided in your reading too. Let's see for you, Aquas, what does the tarot have to say? Let's explain this unconscious of yours, Aquas, and bring it into consciousness with the tarot. Okay, so for you, I feel like doing it old school. The Queen of Cups, emotional. So this Queen of Cups will just stay here. Under the Queen of Cups is the Ten of Swords. So this is the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Cups experiencing the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Wands on the other side. So the two painful tens of the tarot. You being ruined by the burdens of others. Is it like that? Is it maybe like a therapist, for example, or like a healer? You just hoarded all burdens, all pains and hurts of all those that you came into interaction? Is it that maybe like you didn't cleanse between sessions, for example, and you got too emotional? Let's see for you, Aquas. Okay, so how can you connect to Source? Seven of Swords, impulsiveness. Okay. So this connection to the stores, some stores maybe a connection to. I feel for some healers, some connection to some stores that were providing some of the materials that you are using in your healing. Ooh, and I feel such a powerful something with the stomach now. I like nausea. All of a sudden, this feeling of nausea with the Seven of Swords, this impulsiveness. I feel like this connection to the source was cut off due to this impulsiveness. It was an impulsive, a hasty decision of yours to disconnect from the source. And how is it that you can connect? So you're preparing now, the Nine of Wands, the wounded healer, for abundance. So with the Three of Cups, and not any abundance, but the abundance of the Empress. So the abundance of Mother Nature. How is it say? The fullness of life. Let's see for you, Aquas. How is it that you can connect to the source? So your connection was interrupted due to this impulsiveness, maybe nature of yours. Maybe you pouring all that water was an impulsive decision, and it was not aligned to the source, to yourself, to your higher self. Okay, so it's not from the feminine. Let's go to the masculine. Okay. Aquas. The Seven of Wands, valor. Appreciating the seven and the seven. And seven is the number of God. So from air to fire, from thought to intuition. So your connection to God, represented by the seven number, the God principle, was severed through rationalizing everything, and can be reestablished through intuition, through the element of fire. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Temperance, and the King of Wands. Oh, Aquarius. So you are dealing with multiple characters and situations in your life. One is represented by the Queen of Pentacles, which I would say it's the mother. The Knight of Swords represents you, and the King of Wands represents the father, and the deep need for the temperance of all these energies. But how is it So you are a courageous knight of air. The mother archetype in here is portrayed by a secure queen of earth. The father by a confident king of fire. So fire and earth, secure and confident, brought you courageous air. How is this courage in here related to the Temperance card? This Temperance card related to the Cancer reading. Okay, but how? The Cancer sign represents the mother. So this balance in the mother archetype. Okay, this is what I get from this card, Aquas. Let's move forward. The Princess of Cups. That Queen of Cups at the beginning. So that Queen of Cups was too emotional. Reason why you had to embrace the archetype of the Princess of Cups, which is imaginative. Imagination over emotions for you, Aquas. Another card, let's see. The Eight of Pentacles. So you're working on your dreams. With the imagination of the Prince of Cups, the Knight of Cups, you're working on the next phase for you. So from the archetype of the Queen of Cups, you've decided to go back in here to the Princess of Cups to reconnect to your imagination, to bring an extra element in here, which was missing. And this element is the fullness of life, so that you do not get depleted ever again. Imagination and dreams. You're working with imagination, you're working on your dreams, Aquas. Maybe keep a dream diary. That may be useful for you. Analyze your dreams. I think you'll find very important the Sun and the Ten of Wands. Guidance in your dreams of how to bring the Sun over these burdens. Because these burdens, and I was saying at the beginning, there's a connection between your wounds as a healer and the wounds of the people you are healing. There's a connection. Either you have healed those wounds and you know how to assist and help others in healing their own wounds. Others, something that is still not healed inside of you. And this patient, this person that you are healing now, it's a perfect reflection, a mirror of your own wounds. This is why you have burdened yourself. This is why you've taken everything in on your own back. Because there's this recognition of your own wounds and baggage. The Sun. So this is how the Sun, connecting imaginatively, using imagination to connect to your dreams, and not only to connect, to interpret your dreams. So go beyond, Aquarius, your airy realm. Go even further. Go to the intuition. Go to the fiery element of the Sun. Okay, Aquas, let's see next for you. What should we do? Okay, let's have a few oracle cards as an advice for you, Aquas. On this dreamy inquiry of yours, using imagination, what advice can the oracle provide for you on this imaginative journey in the land of your dreams. It is a sacred journey. So it is a sacred journey, so act accordingly. All respect, all sacred. Make the difference between the sacred and the profane. All this healing belongs to the mundane, but this healing of the king tide, it's a sacred one. Let's have another. So it is a sacred journey, okay? But let's have, because this feels more, it's not necessarily an advice, it is an advice. Because being aware that it is a sacred journey, you can treat it and honor it. But it's more like be aware, like becoming conscious. It's not necessarily an advice. And I want to have an advice on this journey, because this sacred journey is of extreme importance for you, Aquas. Okay. Mirrored souls. Yeah. You and the patient that you are healing, Aqua, you are mirrored souls. So what I was saying with the 10 of Wands. And I want another one. Okay, so these are advice. Balance and shine. I was 100% sure that now we're getting advice. So, this acknowledgements, this recognitions that mirrored soul with the 10 of Wands, the burdens, this is why you became so heavy with these burdens, because they were a reflection of your own soul in the soul of your patient or the person that you were healing. But these recognitions come from the land of the masculine, because the deck was in upward position. And the advice come from so the masculine is the conscious. This recognition needs to take place into your consciousness. And the advice comes from your unconsciousness, from the feminine, as the deck was horizontally when I shuffled and they just jumped in here. So balance with the Temperance card. Balance, moderation, okay, of this healing, and coming back to the source to heal yourself until you manage this archetype of the king, so that you do not need this recharging. And shine. Balance and shine like the sun. So balance with the Temperance card and shine with the Sun card. That is just beautiful, Aquas. And let's see, Aquas, what else to do for you. Let's have, with the activity dices, let's see for the balance first. How is it that you can balance best? Have a beer, have a drink. Gardening. Okay, so this gardening with that thing that you use to water flowers. So with this one, the water bearer in this one. So this is what you are using for your water bearer. And you need also to drink from. So hydrate. Don't only pour water. Balance. Okay, this is perfect. This is just so obvious. Oh my God, this is amazing. I love this, Aquarius. So balance the water that you pour with the water that you drink. Because otherwise you're going to become dehydrated. And let's see. No, I'm just leaving this here. And let's see for this shine card, a trinket. Let's see, how is it that you can shine? Number 4, and a flower. Let's say this is a sunflower. How does the sunflower shine? Well, she turns, like the sunflower turns towards the sun. So guide yourself, in order to shine, guide yourself by the sun. And number 4, I see now this here, so this is a 3 in here, but this seems, oh no, that's a 4, because it has like the 4th one in there too. This is only a 3, this is a 4. This feels like a round dice. and with this balance, round and square shapes. Maybe balance this. Let's say you drinking and hydrating yourself is this round shape in here, and bearing is this square shape, or something like that. But when shining, guide yourself by the light of the sun. Okay, Aquas, this is what I have for this reading of yours. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in one of the next ones. Goodbye for now.